Hello, it's me Toast. I will be doing tips and tricks to make you better at Gorilla. So first, once you jump down from tutorial, you'll be wondering how to move. Or maybe you've already figured it out. You want to take long strides, which will propel you forward if you're moving parallel to the ground. You should start keeping parallel to the ground, no matter what ground is. If you don't, fling up in the air, you could catch yourself or anything, and you're not moving. You want to alternate between one arm and the other while moving parallel to the ground. If you have momentum, it helps. So if you can do this, it'll get you up and moving. Next thing that I'll be teaching you after running, which you may or may not have already learned, the walls. First, you want to launch yourself to one wall and then push down and out in a certain angle where you'll launch yourself against the wall. And then catch yourself up here. Other pro players can't just use the same hand by going parallel with it and also bouncing off. You can keep adding more, but the more you add, the less you'll go up. So 2 is like the best, if you can do it. Next, in this corner by the bouncy house, which will not always be here, there's this wall. It's pointed, kind of like that, and where you can climb up it. How? Well, if you push yourself to one side, you stick for half a second. Use it to your advantage and fling from one to the other, kind of like Frozone. Once you get up to here, you could keep doing it on one side, and you can reach slippery walls. But you can do it on pretty much every surface. If it's like that or like this, it just takes practice, and sometimes you won't get anywhere, but you keep practicing. Basically, move to one side, flip. It's like I'm, going look now, living it. Flinging motion. But it works better if you're looking up. And just like that, you can stick to the wall. And you can get up here. Lots of people know it, and that's one tip I recommend that you keep practicing on. Next, you're seeing some people do, and it's called pinch climbing. Go to the wall, you grab onto it like you're hauling a box out in front of you. You want to throw the box to the ground and hug it again. Like catch a box, throw it beneath you. If you keep doing this motion while basically making arm circles in unison, you'll fling up the wall fast. And if you do this, there are some players who will catch up. But if you are best at these walls, I would recommend using these. Or pinch climbing, if anything. Now, let's say I'm right here, and I see a person. What can I do? I can then just launch myself up and push out. Then you can run up here and do the walls how you've been practicing. All these come better with practice, and if you have a better playing space so you don't hit anything. Next thing that is similar to wall running is bear climbing. So you go up to the stump or you have a tree and you can just run up the side of it as best as you can. I'm still working on this one, but as you can see, you can get pretty high off of it. What should you do? So just like here, how you would fling yourself parallel to it, you can do it like this, but I have my hands actually parallel to it. I pull down while reaching out for the next thing. Because you stick, like how I figured out, have your hand like this, you stick up pretty high, without it you fall. So, yeah. You can get pretty good with this one. You can escape them. Or if you want to leave a code fast, you run up to this and you just up here to then leave your code. And just like that, that's bear climb. This thing I kind of forgot about, but it's very important. It's called branching. You might have heard it, might have seen it in other tutorials. If you're new at the game, branching is when you jump from one branch to the other with such precision that you can make pretty much every shot. Branches have always been here with some changes. And with these balloons, you can make branching a whole lot easier. You can branch off the balloons. And I can get on these branch. You know, that one. You just launch yourself pretty much anywhere. Branching can be done on any tree, except for palm trees. I mean, I guess you can, but not as effective on palm trees. But stick to branching and practice and get really good at branching. Also pinch climb on any trees, so that pinch climb thing from earlier can be used. Next thing I've learned is scaling up trees. So you see a tree and you're running towards it. And you use all of your stuff that you put together to run up the tree and go up pretty fast. Something you will have to practice, but if you're running towards a tree like this, you can pretty much get up here to a branch and everything like that. And then you can get on pretty much any tree. That tree is the tallest, and then that tree is second tallest. And that's called stump, not tree, or big tree. The less time you have in the air, the better when running. So that's why you would hoist yourself over here and run like that, so you can get lower. Because if I'm spending more time in the air, I've got less control over where I'm going. But on the floor, I've got the most control. I'm able to fling myself onto it. Next thing we're going to learn is juking. So imagine there's a person running after you. Like, there's a lava monkey right there and he's chasing me. I jump up here, he thinks I'm gonna pinch climb, but I jump over him. Or if there's someone chasing me, a slide juke. You're doing one motion where you fling yourself like that. I had speed. Enough practice using it, I would, but everybody knows it. Just like that, you can kind of fling yourself anywhere. It's just a matter of how well you do it. It's basically, you jump, you bring your hand into it. Once you get to the area, just fling your arm behind you with motion, or you can just fling yourself anywhere. The higher you do it, the lower you do it, and the higher you do it changes it, I think. Yeah. And then juking can be used anywhere, like a scoreboard where you would basically run up the side of the scoreboard and then make it on top. I haven't done it yet, but it's possible. I've seen it happen. And juking can be done on pretty much any surface. Famous ones include running and then just over the people and escape, but could pretty much be done anywhere. Like all the special stuff that shows up, really important because that helps too. You can use juking anywhere, including on the trees where you can jump from a different branch to a branch no one's expecting. Now I've moved over to this wall. The reason why I'm doing this wall is wall running. You might have seen it where people just stick to the wall and they run up the side of it. Here's why I choose here, it's the easiest. But you can just, with one hand, push down and fling across the wall. Then turn and do all that. Right, I'm not in a great play space to be doing it, but you can get up to the top pretty easy, then get on top of that tree. You can do it on pretty much any wall. If there's a wall, this applies to like this applies to forest, canyons, not really, but canyons, and a few other things.